It's time for our daily dose of cope. The leopards are feasting, and here we introduce to you Chi-Chi Kachiyama. She says, Baka, the leopard is eating your face again. And she has a brown face right here. And that brown face is saying, you are making black MAGA voters look bad. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Now, why did I start with that particular quote from Chi Chi? That's because this person, Darren Beatty, is the newest add in to the MAGA administration. He said back in October, that's literally a couple of months ago, saying, competent white men must be in charge if you want things to work. Unfortunately, our entire national ideology is predicated on coddling the feelings of women and minorities and demoralizing competent white men. That is what Darren Beatty says. This is Trump's new State Department appointee. So here's Darren. This is white fragility in a suit. A couple of his previous tweets. Tim Scott needs to learn his place and take a knee to MAGA. He also said BLM must take a knee to MAGA. They must learn their place. He also said Ibram Kendi needs to learn his place and take a knee to MAGA, learn his proper role in our society. K. Cole James of the Heritage Foundation needs to learn her natural place and take a knee to MAGA. This is who is now an appointee in the MAGA administration. So Black MAGA, they puzzled me, but Venezuelan MAGA, let's get into this one. So this person used the flair predictable betrayal because why would Venezuelans be swayed by Trump and MAGA? What? This is the article. It says, beyond betrayal, Venezuelans in Florida are angry at Trump immigration policy, at Trump doing what he said he was going to do throughout this whole process. Venezuelan migrants in South Florida say they feel betrayed by a Trump administration decision to end legal protections for hundreds of thousands of people who fled dictatorships and sought refuge in the U.S. New regulations scheduled to be published this week would end the TPS, temporary protective status, for more than 300,000 Venezuelans in early April. Protections for a second group of some 250,000 Venezuelans currently extended through September, but now also seem likely to be removed. The move by the Trump administration is a turnabout of a long-standing U.S. policy that has extended TPS to more than 500,000 Venezuelans. On NBC's Meet the Press Sunday, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said she believed the designation has been abused. Remember, she said, Venezuela purposely emptied out their prisons, emptied out their mental health facilities, and sent them to the United States of America. Nearly 400,000 people who left Venezuela now live in Florida. Adelis Ferro, the director of Venezuelan American Caucus, says, we are human beings who work here, who are small business owners, Ferro says. Venezuelans exiled here actually believe that the TPS was the right way to get legal in the United States, to have our work permits, to have a social security number, to be able to buy a house. Florida's largest Venezuelan population is in Doral, a Miami suburb. Farrell and other activists held a press event there Monday, but didn't want any TPS recipients to speak out. They were worried they could be targeted for deportation by federal immigration authorities. This paragraph is baffling to me towards the bottom. In the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump won the vote in Miami-Dade County, helped largely by the Hispanic vote, including naturalized Venezuelan Americans. That's one reason why Farrell and many others say they're shocked and disappointed, beyond betrayed, she said. They used us. During the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people. They said, no, it is the undocumented people. We wanted their faces to get eaten, not ours, them. These people really believed a liar. I don't get it. This person made this post saying, my college professor is shocked that his home improvement workers didn't show up today. All right, so this white guy down below says, can someone help me understand what's going on in our country today? The workers that were scheduled to start laying brick on our new house have gone on strike. It's in solidarity against Trump's push to get the illegal criminals back to where they came. Has no direct impact on the folks I am paying good money to work. on our house. But the left leaning media continues to find ways to twist the truth for the liberal agenda. It's the criminals we're after, not the hardworking immigrants. Trump's a businessman. He understands the value of good workers. I bought a box of Krispy Kreme to help bridge the managed barrier, maybe manager barrier, I don't know, and express my special thanks to the workers, but none are here as scheduled. I wonder how many people had projects that are going without workers because of all of the mass deportation and raids that are going on right now. Now we have Mexican MAGA. This person, the Mex Republican, reposted this or commented under this post. UK arrests 11-year-old child in connection to anti-immigration protests. And he says, "This is madness. Your children would be arrested in an unjust manner for posting memes if Kamala wins. Vote wisely." So he is for Trump. He is anti Kamala. He said Kamala is going to start arresting people for posting memes. This Mexican MAGA person commented on this post from Valentina Gomez. "America is excited to have you back, President Trump. This is good versus evil." And he's like, and he agreed. He said, "Vote Trump." Now regret is setting in for this Mexican MAGA. He said, "I voted for Trump, and to be honest, I regret it. We are the world's enemy right now. He turned every ally into an enemy, and every price will skyrocket. He is not even looking out for his billionaire friends. Many American companies are looking bad in the stock market." He said, "I regret voting for Trump. The world is against us now." And he does this cry face. He commented on this post from Bricks News saying, "Just in, US President Trump says he'll put very substantial tariffs on the European Union. Do you agree with this?" And this Mexican MAGA says, "I am very disappointed. We are becoming the world's villain. This is not what I voted for." Yes, it is the Mex Republican. This is exactly what you voted for. This was a comment on a Newsbreak article saying, "What the hell happened to my Social Security spousal survival benefits on February 3rd being cut by $600? Went from $1,900 a month to $1,300. I almost dropped dead. Nothing has changed. 68 years old, raising a 14-year-old grandson, no food stamps." Florida said, "I made too much. Nothing, just my Social Security. How the heck do I pay my bills and feed my grandson? I thought Social Security wasn't supposed to be cut. I voted for Trump. I guess I was an idiot." Yes, you were. I agree with that. Yes, you were an idiot. CJ Gooden is a Trump supporter. So he's commenting on this post that says, "Trump preps order to dismantle education department as Doge probes data. Closing the agency would require congressional approval. So the new administration hopes to diminish it in the meantime." And CJ says, "Just don't take away the PSLF, public student loan forgiveness. I have 8 more months, 8 payments to go, and then my loans will be forgiven. People that are currently in this program need to be able to see it through." He is begging. This is CJ Gooden. I circled his name, and he reposted something from Elon Musk. And Elon Musk says, "Every aspect of government needs to be much more efficient. No exceptions. Classified world especially." So Elon says no exceptions. So no exceptions, CJ. You reposted this and everything. This is a woman sharing a text message from her mother. She says, "My mother sent me this text. She's a proud Republican voter in a red state. The mother said they shut down our state hospital here because it was such a nightmare and so understaffed and underfunded." The OP continues, my mother voted for Republicans in her red state and supports restricting state funding for healthcare. Restricting state funding causes public services like hospitals to shut down. The state hospital in her town shut down due to underfunding. This is consequences, y'all. This is consequences. Okay, so this person says, "So how far is the nearest hospital and when will that also shut down?" And she said this was specific to psychiatric hospitals. There are still private hospitals in her network in her town. They just don't offer psychiatric care. So they're about to start allowing, people with mental issues to be running around because they can't afford care. Now we have some voters that have regrets. Now, this particular woman, she has regrets because she has to go back to the office. And I'm excited for her to have to go back to the office. She's not excited. And then we have this man that's about to pop up on the screen. He has regrets because he knows that this country is about to head into a depression. This is a Christian dude. You can see the little icon has some crosses or whatnot. And then we also have a husband who has a wife that is Venezuelan. She was picked up by ICE. He now has regrets also. So we have two videos that are coming, this white dude and a husband whose wife was picked up by ICE.
I'm looking for a depression. Since Trump put all these tariffs in place, I voted for him. And now I'm beginning to wonder, are we even as a country going to be able to survive this? 4 years of this crap. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, impeach, impeach. I think and fear that TikTok will be shut down to silence all this. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comments and tell me what you think.
They took my wife.
This man who wished not to be identified says his wife is from Venezuela and has lived in the United States for a few years. She was one of 3 people taken from this home. I'm told the 2 others were men who worked in construction. You see them here. This video, only 1 minute and 52 seconds long, we do not see his wife being removed from the home. But this is a picture of her that he keeps in his wallet. Her name is Vianis Ramirez, and he says she was in the process of becoming a United States citizen.
She already had a court date. She was good. Everything's good. He just came in and snatched her.
These are pictures from the Department of Homeland Security detaining other undocumented men and women in Broward County.
It's despicable what they're doing right now. It's very embarrassing.
President Donald Trump arrived at his Trump National Golf Resort in Doral Saturday, set to host GOP leaders for a conference. This man hopes this message makes it to him.
If I get a chance to talk to you, man, yo, please, man, let's work something out. So you, man, let me keep my wife here in the United States, man. She deserves to be here, man.
ICE reports nearly 1